This episode of the Get Snap podcast is being brought to you by W, your taste buds' favorite energy drink. If you're looking for an energy drink that contains no calories, no sugar, no maltodextrin, no fillers, and no artificial colors, then W is the drink for you. Plus, it's formulated to give you the focus and the energy you need with no jitters or no crashing. So what are you waiting for? Use the link down in the description box. Use the promo code BADSupermanTV and get 10% off. You'll thank me later. And on that note, hey Smooth, go and hit our theme music. Get Snap podcast. I'm back home, back in the M town. The boy down there, Sparrow, your bad Superman. He is the real Von there here. Antoine Smooth, what's going on?
What's going on, man? I'm still thinking about that sweet cornbread you were telling me about.
Yes, I'm still licking the fingers. I've been back since Sunday, but I'm still licking the fingers. But
they're good.
Yeah, but just to give you a quick recap before we get into the Q&A, because everybody keep asking me, how was it?
Yeah, I was, yeah.
Well, let me just give you the recap of my whole weekend. As I got there on Thursday night, pretty much relaxed. On the Friday night, I ended up going to the New Orleans Pelicans Sacramento Kings play-in tournament. And then, of course, my Pelicans won. Of course, Saturday, went to the Wildcat show at Crescent City Christian School. Got to do the meet and greet. While I was waiting in line, one of the wrestlers came out of the Drama King, Mikey Drama. And somehow, I became an honorary member of the Drama Club. He pointed me out in the line, and he asked me, what makes me think I belong in the Drama Club? And something in me said to say that I was a born thespian.
What? Really?
I said I'm a born thespian.
Oh my God!
And he said, "Well,
I didn't expect it."
And he said, "Well, your secret is safe with me, but that's a whole nother story." And I'm like, okay, this somebody had to go in this year.
Oh, that's a good one there. That was a good one. Oh God. Your secret safe with me.
That's our joke of the night right there. Been waiting to use that. But anyway, I told him I was a born thespian, and he was like, okay, I need you to do a monologue. Now all the things I did Scarface. Don't know how good of an impression I did. But I did to say hello to my little friend line.
Look him, man. Yeah.
And he was saying he couldn't figure out what I really knew. I know he knew what movie I was from, so I know he was being gimmicky. He was talking about. He said, "Yeah, that was from a match I did in so and so." So I was like, yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was you in Philadelphia again, so and so. I had to butter him up. He made me an honorary member of the Drama Club.
Okay. Yeah, that thespian thing, that was funny. I would have cracked up.
And speaking of Mikey Drama, he got a little surprise. Excuse me. Cause he did compete, but I'll jump onto that in a minute. I mean, I don't want to jump ahead. A lot of the wrestlers coming out, just doing little promos and just entertaining the people while we was waiting to go, and it was actually pretty cool. And got to do the meet and greet, got to meet Mick Foley. I mean, y'all, if y'all got my personal page, y'all saw the pictures. I had a quick
Yeah.
little conversation with him, and I told him, I said, the last time I saw him wrestle, believe it or not, was actually in New Orleans. It was then known as the New Orleans Arena. This one, it was the time where it first opened. It was still pretty new, and then, I believe it was in 2000. And it was a house show. It was the main event of a house show. It was a 6-man tag. It was Mick Foley as Cactus Jack, Rock and Kane against Triple H and the New Age Outlaws. And he was like, really, talking. He was like, yeah. He said, yeah, I bet that was a good match. I was like, yeah. I said, yeah, you gave. I said, you double arm DDT for the whole all three of them. I said you went into your inner mankind that match. Yeah. Mick Foley, nice guy. You can tell him they'll need to get back in the ring. Let's put it that way. I think them wrestling days are over.
Yeah, he was trying to talk about he wanted to have one more hardcore match with John Moxley.
The way he was moving around, like. But he's making everybody happy. But he did come out doing the show and cut a promo, was talking to people. But like I said, I talk about the building. It was in the Crescent City Gymnasium. It was hot in that gym.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about because of the fans, because we just blew the roof off. No, it was hot. Somebody forgot to cut the AC on. It was ECW 2300 Arena hot.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it was hot in there, but you wouldn't have known it by the energy of the people.
Yeah.
I mean, when I say it was packed in there, it was packed. From the bleachers to the floor seats, it was packed, and I mean, it was live in there.
Yeah.
Katie Forbes, kicked off the show. Of course, got to meet her, take pictures with her. Was a little surprising, because normally, she liked to show the assets. She'll normally wear, like some real small tights or whatever. She actually wore pants. Which I'm assuming because there probably was a lot of kids there.
Kids, yeah.
When she came out, she wrestled a guy, beat him. Got to take a picture with her, but them abs is tight. When you put your hand around her waist, them abs is tight. But, she's very nice to talk to. So don't let the rum thing and all that fool you. It's a little intimidating if you're not used to seeing it. Then if you're not used to seeing it, but she's very nice. I said, got to meet up with my people. And by the way, that they did a video a while back, which was very funny, with Slime Season and Luke Hawks, about a coloring book. I thought it was just a joke, but they actually have a coloring book.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they actually have a coloring book. I thought was cool. And like, we got to see the return of Luke Hawks, who bought out his inner Stone Cold, Steve Austin. Because if you didn't know, he played Steve Austin on Young Rock. Looked just like him too. I mean, came out with the black tights, the tape. He didn't have the black boots on. But yeah, he bought out his inner Austin, got a new finisher. He haven't got a name on it. But he just came off a bodybuilding show, so he looked chiseled.
Yeah.
We have a new Wildcat Revolution champion. Jace Valor cashed in his Revolution Rumble opportunity. He would actually end a tag match with the then Revolution champion Danny Flamingo. They end up losing. Jace Valor turned heel, cashed in the opportunity, won the title. And Danny Flamingo flamingos everywhere. They was handing out flamingos, little blow up flamingos, the first two rows around. You want to talk about somebody that's over.
Mm-hmm.
And that same guy who lost the Revolution title became the Wildcat heavyweight champion at the end of the night. Because it was originally supposed to be PJ Hawks in that spot against Brady Pierce. Something happened. A personal situation happened because he was there. He was at the show.
Yeah.
But it said a personal matter happened. He wasn't able to compete. Brady Pierce came out, did an open challenge. Dan Flamingo came out at the end of the night. He went from losing the Revolution title to becoming the Wildcat heavyweight champion. That blew the roof off the place.
Yeah.
And they announced their next show will again be at the Crescent City School. And if you saw it on my page, you know who they bringing in. If you didn't see it, they bringing in, well, one they bringing in JTD from Crime Time is one guy, but the special guest is Kevin Nash.
Yeah, I saw that.
So I know that's Mick Foley packed the house. You bringing in Big Sexy. You're gonna see some NWO colors.
Oh, of course.
So again, that's June 1st, and more to come on that. But let's get into the Q&A. Y'all told me y'all had questions that y'all wanted us to respond to, and we gonna do that. And this first one is obvious. So let's talk about it. Should Becky Lynch have won the Women's World Championship on Raw?
Boy, we talking about an elephant in the room. Man, like I said, I know you had a pick. I know you said you wanted Nia to win, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Said, well, let me tell you what. I said I did want Nia to win. But I didn't want, well, Becky Lynch was kind of with a shocker. We didn't know she was going to be in it.
Right.
So that kind of threw, when they showed her on the graphic, I pretty much said, well, we know what's going to happen. But I understand why they did it. They want, and no offense to Nia, no offense to Liv, they want a big name holding that title.
Uh-huh.
Because I thought she was going to be out for a while. Now that Seth is out.
Right.
That's
you think she'd be with him, yeah.
So that's why I get why they did it. They want a big name on it. And that pretty much, and now they've kind of figured like, well, we should have did it at Mania anyway. But they didn't know, they wouldn't have known that Rhea would have got hurt. But this is almost like compensation.
Yeah.
Now the question is this. Is she going to be a long-term champion, or is she just going to be a transition?
I think she's going to be transition the way it's looking. Because I know that her and Rhea had their match, right?
Right.
But if she's talking about going on with Rhea, she's after Liv. Rhea is. You know. So, she wants the title back, but I don't think that ain't going to be her focus. Her focus is going to be Liv for taking her out. You know, of course that's on her mind, the championship. But like I said, I don't know how this gonna go. I feel she's gonna be transitioning.
And it was funny. I believe it was on the WWE's Facebook page. It had more dislikes than likes when she won the title.
Because they was talking about they wanted Liv to win.
Because like I said, she wasn't mentioning that. And like I said, when I saw the graphic, I that was the dead giveaway. If you was going to do it that way, if you was going to put the title on her, you should have kept off the graphic. And made it a surprise.
They said that was the same situation with Brock Lesnar when it was in the Money in the Bank. They said it was the same thing. Remember that when Brock Lesnar was in Money in the Bank and he wasn't advertised to be in the match, but he was?
Yeah.
It was like that. It was the same scenario. But with that win, though, she became the 6 women's Triple Crown champion. With that win, she's the 6th woman to be Triple Crown. Yeah.
So she's Grand Slam now, ain't she?
Yeah, she's Triple Crown and Grand Slam.
She's Grand Slam now, cause
yeah, she's the sixth woman to be a Triple Crown and Grand Slam champion. Yeah, I was about to get to that. Yeah.
That's about it. Cause I thought about it, she did win the NXT. Cause I thought the NXT, yeah, she just won that not that long ago.
Because she held the NXT Women's title once. She's the Raw Women's champion twice. She's the SmackDown Women's champion 4 times. And the Women's Tag Champ with Lita. And of course the one she got now.
And that's probably another reason I think why they did it.
Mm-hmm.
She could have that accolade.
Yeah.
Now this next question is interesting. You might want to think about it for a second. Out of all the members of the Horsemen that ever came through and became a member, who would you kick out and why?
Who would I kick out? Yeah. Out of everybody?
Who would you kick out of every single member of the Horsemen that came through? If you had to kick out one person, who would you kick out and why?
Oh yeah, you right on that one. That's gonna be tough.
I already have my answer. This one was kind of easy for me. And I like this. You know, this is one of my favorite big men.
Luger?
No, Sid.
Sid?
I will kick Sid out. And here's why. Because Sid was the big man, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But he did not fit the mold to me.
Yeah, I agree with that.
He didn't fit the mold of what the whole. I mean, they had him running around in tuxedos. He just didn't.
Yeah.
He was too dangerous.
Yeah.
And everybody talking about. I mean, when I started, a lot of people talking about Mongo. Absolutely not. I wouldn't kick Mongo out. Mongo.
He had the attitude.
He had the attitude. He had a big mouth.
Yeah.
He was a Super Bowl champion.
Right.
That's 2 things, and to me, he wasn't that bad in the ring. For what he gave us, he wasn't that bad.
If Rick and Arn praised him, I can't say nothing else.
I mean, he wasn't that bad of a ring. He wasn't a great wrestler, but he wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
I mean, he had a jumping tombstone power driver, the Mongo Spike.
Right.
And they put the U.S. title on him.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he did what he. Because there was a lot of athletes that couldn't wrestle, but Mongo did it though.
Yeah, Mongo had it.
Yeah.
Had it.
It was like Dennis Rodman. Yeah. Dennis Rodman had a little bit of it.
And Sid didn't.
But Sid, yeah.
Yeah, Sid didn't work. Just like you talk about Rodman being in NWO. He was a perfect fit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but Sid, he was, like I said, he was too big. He was too dangerous. He was just too,
right.
He wasn't really a wrestler. He was just power bombing folks and choke slamming folks.
Right. And nothing against him, man. Nice guy. One of my favorite big men of all time.
He just wasn't a horseman.
He just wasn't a horseman. That's all.
Now you talk about Skyscraper, yes.
Yes, Skyscraper. The thing with him and Shawn Michaels did, yes.
The master of the power bomb.
Power bombs, yes. Him and Vader, yes.
The $1 million team, I give you that, but horseman, no.
Mm-hmm. You have to be a standard to be a horseman. Sting was a better horseman than Sid was.
And then as Killer Paul, he would even win a title as a horseman.
Yeah. And Sting was popular.
Right.
And the horsemen were hated. Yeah.
Right.
Think about that.
Got another interesting question. Should Iron Man Johnson really have joined the Nation of Domination?
No. And I'm going to tell you why is that. The feud they had, that feud could have went on another year. Because I actually liked the Farouk and Ahmed feud. Until they said, well, behind the scenes of that was, And so, but yeah, I enjoyed it. You put two brothers in the spotlight like that, having the little robbery thing going on, I enjoyed it. But as a nation member, no, because it wouldn't have made no sense. It got to make sense for him to do that.
Now,
It probably had to been if you can't beat him, join a type of situation.
now, let me stop you right there. I would have now the can't beat him, join him thing makes sense to me, and I think it would have worked if they didn't have everybody else. If it was just Farouk and Ahmed, that's it. Like a new Doom.
Okay, I see what you said. Take Karma, D-Lo, Mark, Rock.
If it just would have been them two, if the focus would have been on them, and the fact that and the fact that if Ahmed would have stayed healthy,
Yeah.
because he explained why he joined, and it made sense. So it made sense as to why he joined.
And they hated each other's guts. Yeah.
Right, he didn't like Wu, and then he talked about the fact of what the Undertaker did about the opportunities and stuff like that. The stuff that Farouk
They used the black trying to use the race card a little bit.
They
Yeah.
threw the race card in there. Like I said, if it was just them two and them two alone, I think that they would have had something. Other than the fact that Ahmed Johnson couldn't stay healthy.
Yeah. Yeah. Take away Mark, take away Rock, take away D-Lo. Yeah.
Cause they
Just him and Farouk. Yeah.
and then and take away that damn fanny pack. That was not
That too.
that wasn't gangster, man. That was not gangster.
Right. Crush and Savio, they was already gone. The whole crew was gone. PG-13 was gone. He fired everybody except for D-Lo.
Perfect segue. Now that you mentioned PG-13, somebody asked about PG-13, and this is your repertoire of information. Was PG-13 overhyped?
As in,
Were they overhyped as far as that's just they put? So I'm assuming they're saying were they overhyped as being as good as they thought they were? Because the USWA did kind of overhype them, but once they left Memphis,
yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying.
So do you think they were overhyped?
I believe so because they wanted. See, the reason they made PG-13 because of the hip hop culture was hot back then. The New Jack Swing, the hip hop, the gangster rap, and all that was prevalent then. Okay, now let's step outside the USWA when they joined the nation. This was totally different. As you know. When they stepped in, when Farouk formed the nation with Crush and Savio, had the crew with them, Clarence Mason and all them,
they were lackeys.
I looked at PG-13 in a different light.
They were lackeys.
They were lackeys.
When they went to WCW, they were lackeys.
They were lackeys. ECW, same way.
But when they were in Memphis, they were the best. They were the best of the day.
They was their comfort zone, USWA. They can always go back to USWA because Memphis knows them. But when you go outside, like ECW, WCW, who are these guys? They were lackeys. They did the song for Farouk early in the Nation Domination. Early Nation of Domination, they rapped the song. As we said in the previous podcasts before then. So yeah, they were overhyped.
And then when you talk about the nation thing, when they were nation, I call them Nation Memphis.
Yeah,
they were pretty much the leaders.
They were the leaders,
especially when Wolfie D won the USWA title.
Yes. I said, wait a minute. Wolfie, nothing against Wolfie now. I thought out of the two, Wolfie was the star of them.
Agreed.
Okay. Wolfie was the star out of them too. But USWA champion? Heavyweight champion?
And
he was always a tag team guy to me.
I remember when they broke up, when they was doing the TV title thing, what in the early '90s?
Yeah, when they broke it,
and he won that.
Yeah, yeah. Now TV chat, yeah, that's fine. I had no problem with that. But what I got mad is when they broke up and they put them together because it didn't feel authentic to me. You know?
No, when they broke them up, you could tell it just didn't.
They didn't want it
off.
Yeah.
Then they didn't really explain why they broke them up.
Yeah. And it wasn't authentic, you know. And eventually they got back together. Yeah, because there was no. Why did you know? I can see JC being a heel anyway. I can see Jamie Dundee being heel. I can't see Wolfie being that way, even though later in his career he did when he was Slash and when he was at TNA.
Oh, you can't forget about the Cyberpunks.
And then the Cyberpunks. We knew that was like Doom all over again. We know who these guys are. This is JC and Wolfie. Even Jerry Lawler said that. Take that mask off, Wolfie. Here he had Scott Dalton with it. Take that mask off, Wolfie.
Yeah, when they had that match. When
and Dundee
when they
was the American
Lawler, and he said, "I'm gonna cut you a check." He said, "Who I'm gonna make the check out to?" And he didn't want to reveal his name.
Right. And then they did the thing where Jerry Lawler had another masked dude, and we all know the way he talked, that was Bill Dundee. He was like the American hero, the American something.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And we knew by that accent that was Bill Dundee.
The American, called the American Eagle?
American Eagle, that's it. Yes.
Oh, you could tell by the body.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. That was funny.
And he called him out, and then all of a sudden, Jerry Lawler said, "Wait a minute, Bill, I mean American Eagle?" Yeah. Come on. Yeah, but yeah, man, they was overhyped though. They was until they got outside. Then you really saw what they truly was.
Let's see what we got. So we gonna keep it in the USWA. They USWA tonight. What are your thoughts on the Spellbinder?
I had no problem with Spellbinder. You know, he was a different character. You know, magician, stuff like that. You know, he's pretty much the most well-known person in Memphis. Besides Jerry Lawler, anytime you name Spellbinder, the old heads know who they are. But when he went and became Fantasio, what is his name, Fantasio or whatever?
Fantasio, some goo. I was like, oh,
yeah. No. I said no. I said they fit right into the little gimmicky thing they was doing in '95. Because they were full of gimmicks in '95. WWE was. And it didn't sit right with me. I actually like Spellbinder. It just didn't sit right with me. I was upset.
Yep, Fantasio.
What they did Spellbinder that way. Yeah.
And what I hated is when he became Shock and started dressing like Scott Steiner.
Scott Steiner, I said, oh God, no. If I was them, he could have went back to being Spellbinder because we know him as that.
No, then when he went to TNA in the early years, you know, he was Del Rios, but he still had the white. I mean, he was still look like Scott Steiner.
Right.
Cause see, I liked it. I liked the Spellbinder. You know, once he took the paint off.
Yeah.
And he started talking more. Like I like that Spellbinder when he became like that, and that during that Elijah period, and that Powerball period.
When he just had like the black face paint, just the black eyeshadow and the black lips and all that.
Then he was Power Pro and he was champion. He was just him, but he was Spellbinder. But he was more talkative.
More talkative, yeah. He didn't do all those tricks.
No.
He didn't do all those legit magic tricks, yeah.
See, that's the version of him that I like. When he stopped doing the
Yeah.
Here's a funny one. Do you think it's right that DIY is cosplaying DX, and you think that's gonna hurt them more than help them?
Yeah, I don't know what's staying with the DX thing. I guess they playing off of R-Truth.
Cause you
R-Truth little thing.
Tampa do look like an anorexic Triple H.
Yeah, that's why Truth called Triple H Tommaso. You look like a big version of Tommaso.
Then they coming out with the DX entrance just with DIY. I said, nah, see, they.
I understand y'all paying homage to them. That's cool. You know,
I mean, y'all went got
but don't wear it. I understand wearing it like in a pay-per-view or something. You know,
yeah,
but not every week.
Yeah, they just stuck with it.
Yeah. So they like, well, our truth got something here. He calling Shawn Michaels Johnny Gargano. Oh God, I ain't gonna never forget that one.
No, I never.
We talking about Johnny Gargano got the picture. He Shawn Michaels like, okay, yeah.
When he was there talking to Shawn, that was funny. I don't know, nobody said.
Yeah. So I guess they're playing off that, you know, because you know our truth is, you know, doing the angle with them. So I mean, it makes sense, but I would hold that for a pay-per-view to wear that on something special. Yeah.
Or at least if they won the tag titles, then do it.
Yeah. But not every week. Yeah.
We got some Judgment Day questions. Should Liv Morgan still dominate from Rhea?
Should she what?
Should Liv Morgan still dominate from Rhea?
You talking about when she come back?
While she out, should Liv Morgan go ahead and try to take Dominic? So
I mean, showing her revenge to him, why not?
That'll give her another reason to be mad.
Yeah, I mean, she's on her revenge show.
Didn't she tell Dominic, I'm your mama, I'm your mommy now?
I'm your mommy now, yeah. Yeah, go ahead. You're on your revenge tour. What better way to make Rhea mad than go after Dominic?
And she pretty much invade Judgment. She going in and invade Judgment Day.
Yeah, and Rhea can do segments like in her home or whatever. She can still do segments with her. Yeah, but she'll just be sitting down or doing the interview or whatever. Yeah.
And we'll segue to the next question. Will Damian Priest's ego cause Judgment Day to turn on him?
It could be. They have rumors that the draft, they gonna break them up in the draft.
I hope not.
On the rumor, I mean, but yeah, as far as they go, if Damian keep doing what he doing, yeah, there's gonna be a rift there. And then Rhea gonna really be upset.
Right. She come back. It just like what's happened?
What's going on? I'm out all this time and you still can't hold it together? Yeah. Yeah, Rhea lead them boys.
Let's see what we got.
No matter what he say.
Right. Do you see Trick Williams now that he's champion being the face of NXT?
Yes, most definitely. He's over. He is over. Like, I mean, that lets you know now, since Carmelo's definitely going on the main roster. After Trick wins, oh yeah, Trick gonna be the face of NXT, and he should be. He deserves it.
I bet you nobody really saw it coming, though. I don't even think this.
Because I know Ilya wasn't gonna retain that belt. Ilya going on the main roster. Yeah.
And
he tried to join Imperium.
I get either that or he feud with him, one of the two.
Yeah.
Because you pretty much you can see there really isn't really no Imperium unless they kick Vinci out unless if they bring Dragunov in to replace him.
Yeah.
That'll be huge.
Mm-hmm. And Dragunov been a heel before in the Indies.
Didn't he join NXT? He was a heel originally.
Heel, right?
Not thinking about it. When we saw him when he came to Memphis, he was a heel.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I mean, he was still pretty much an unknown then. We didn't know what to expect from him.
Right.
Let's see. Okay, let's talk about this. You know we gotta talk about we gotta talk about Dynamite. We gotta talk about this closing segment because the people want our perspective. They want to know our thoughts
I'm ready.
on this Young Bucks, Jack Perry, Tony Khan segment.
Now, what was that question? Well, they just want our thoughts on it?
What our thoughts on it? Allow me to go first.
Okay, I was about to talk about, before you say anything, it was the selling. But go ahead.
I just want people to understand something. For all y'all that said that Tony Khan was just trying to put himself on TV to make himself look good, let me ask you a question. What person you know will go on TV and get beat up to make themselves look good?
Right.
What person you know does that? And the part that's confused me is, I understand Jack Perry, the Jack Perry portion of it. He sent him to Japan. We get that part. But as far as the Young Bucks go, he didn't done a lot for them. He didn't really have no heat with them, so what they beat him up for? That's something that got to get explained to me. Got a little confused on that. But you talked about the selling.
Now, let's break this down, shall we?
Go for it.
Okay. Jack Perry, okay. The hub, he talked about that, we had our differences, but, I want this company to grow, blah, blah, blah. Gave him the hug. Gave him the look on the camera like, okay, do something to him, right?
Right.
Jack Perry gives him a punch to the gut, correct?
Right.
Why would Tony fall out like he got hit in the face and got knocked out for the 10 count?
Because he's 110 pounds soaking wet.
And not only that, while he fell, he forgot, he hit me in the stomach.
Right.
Oh, shoot, he hit me in the stomach. Let me hold it. Yeah. That's number one. Was it Matt Jackson that kicked him up? He kicked him up like a rag doll and probably body slammed him.
I said they was about to
Tony just stood there. Yeah.
About to give him that EVP trigger, but instead he got that Meltzer driver.
Yeah.
You knew they went all out when Dad, excuse me, when Dad got on TV.
And when they stood over him, Tony looked like he was laid out on a slab. I mean, his arms stretched out, his legs stretched out.
And they wait till after he got beat up for the mid carders to come in.
Right.
I'm like, what was y'all doing? Y'all was in catering? They ain't got a TV in catering? I said, oh no, they didn't show Dad on TV. So they about to really set it off now.
And now what's dropped on right now, Tony is selling the injury. I'm putting my fingers up. He actually is in the neck brace. Because Jacksonville Jaguars think they got the 25th pick.
No, they got the 7. They got the.
Oh, they already got it.
They got.
Okay, yeah.
They were at pick 15 right now, so they got it. So they got the 17th pick.
So they say that they gonna have Tony in the neck brace. So he gonna sell. What happened to him?
I want him to show that boardroom. Let's see what we got. Thoughts on Matt Hardy returning back to TNA? That's broken, Matt.
I was confused by this because I thought he was going to join whenever, the Y6 thing. So I said, well, I guess not. I guess things didn't work out. But Matt said, a fan asked Matt on his Twitter, that also you signed with TNA. He said, no, I'm a freelancer. Oh, I said, that's interesting. You're a freelancer.
So he's doing what Leo Rush does. And then I guess he gonna wait once Jeff contract's up, because Jeff contract about to be up soon. So
because they were talking about this Y6 thing with Uncle Allen leading the pack like Alexa and Braun and now the return of Eric Rowan,
There'll be something if Matt, cause him and Matt was a team.
And Al Jeff and Matt join, Uncle Allen, yeah. He'll do the broken Matt, he'll be Brother Nero, Yeah.
And speaking of tag team, did you see the Grizzly Young Veterans gonna be on Collision?
They're gonna be on Collision. Man, I'll tell you what, man. There's this guy that I know, he was a huge fan of the Grizzly Young Veterans.
And then,
huge fan.
And then they're taking on the Acclaim.
Yeah.
They're
gonna be on Collision.
I saw the air like, what? Alright.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh boy. So one of their contracts up? Or they freelancing too?
I think they freelance.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Here's an interesting one. Who is your projected king and queens of the ring?
Oh man. Trying to go through the list here. Let's see. Now, for the king, I think the queen may be obvious. That's if she's gonna be in it or not. It may be too soon. Now, it cut me off if I may be wrong on this, Darnell. If Jay's in it.
Yo, that was my pick. If Jay's in it, she's gonna win it. That was my pick for queen.
Oh, okay. So you were with me on that.
If Jay Carter's in it, she's gonna win it.
Okay. I was like, yeah, because I said correct me anytime.
Because you gotta think about it. They put it on, and no offense to the Zelina Vega, they put it on her. So if you gonna put it on somebody that has that can make some noise.
Yeah.
So I said if Jay Cargill's in it, she's gonna win it, and the King of the Ring, it has to be Gunther. It has to be.
Mm-hmm.
If they
just to set him up for a world title run,
put him in the world title hunt, he needs to win King of the Ring because I don't see him winning Money in the Bank.
Mm-hmm.
Gunther has to win King of the Ring, and it'll make sense for him. So how do you?
Yeah, that's true.
So how do you see Solo Sikoa moving now since Jimmy Uso's injured?
Well, let's see. I think he'll be adding new members, but I don't think it's going to be anytime soon. They're trying to give the Tama Tonga thing, get it still fresh. So, I believe there's going to be a civil war within the bloodline.
They say Jacob Fatu could come as soon as next week.
Yeah, or the draft, as soon as they said tomorrow.
They said
either tomorrow or Monday.
We possibly could see him, but I think he's gonna be more vocal.
Yeah, and they're gonna put him and Tama Tonga together, which makes sense. It's the New Islanders 2.0.
Yep.
You have Jacob Fatu's dad, which is King Tonga or Tama or Samoa Savage, whatever you want to call it, and then you got Fatu's son, which is Tama Tonga. So that'd be the New Islanders. So yeah, I can see that.
And of course you gotta have Paul Heyman in the mix.
And then Paul Heyman in the mix, kind of like the Samoa SWAT team reunion type of situation.
He had the dads, now he got the sons.
Got the sons, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, we gotta argue this one. I know we talked about this a long time ago. But some of the youngins had a debate on this with me.
Really?
So they want to know, and this is prime. WCW Giant.
Mm-hmm.
As young Paul White.
Yeah.
In his prime. Against Andre the Giant. Young in his prime. Who goes over?
Now we have to determine which Andre. Is it the Andre when he first started, when he could move a little bit?
I'm talking about Andre when all he wore was tights. Not singlet Andre.
Not singlet Andre. Okay.
I'm talking about Sugar Bush Andre,
Sugar Bush Andre. Yeah, Chops Andre.
the babyface Andre.
Babyface Andre, Sugar, yeah.
The one when he was the AWA one, when he wore the red tights with the blue boots. The
blue boots on the Sugar, yeah, the Sugar, what is the hair? That big Sugar Bush that he had. Yeah. Okay.
The LJN Andre the Giant.
Okay, all right.
The one that didn't move, that one.
That one. Okay. Versus now, I'm gonna say this though: the Giant in WCW was very athletic.
Right.
Drop kicks off the top rope. You know. What else he do?
He was. He was slimmer.
He was slimmer. So I think he would beat actually Andre. Now, as far as him trying to go slugging, toe to toe with Andre, he couldn't do that. Andre just had a thick, exterior, I mean, they can go chop with each other with their big hands.
Even if you go look at Andre back in the day, he actually could move very well for his size.
Yeah.
We
talking about Sugar Bush Andre.
Okay. He could move around the ring. The Mid-South Andre.
Okay.
When you go to Mid-South, he could move around that ring. But like
some side chops.
Like you said, Paul White, WCW Giant, he was he was more athletic. He could do more.
Yeah. He could drop kick Andre off his feet, off the top rope. I believe it. That's a good question right there. I didn't expect that.
That's something they should put on the WWE game.
Yeah.
Like a Prime Edition, like a what if. What if John?
They did that before. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what if Japan Hulk Hogan
went against Hulk Hogan? Probably
went against 89. Went against WWF's version of Hogan. Because
around the time like when WrestleMania 6, 7 Hogan.
And now people gonna say, well, what's the difference? I'll explain to you what the difference. Because he was in Japan, he wrestled in Japan. He actually did wrestling holds and did wrestling moves.
People don't know that.
If you look at the Hulk Hogan Ichiban DVD collection, which I have, and you watch those matches in Japan, and some of those matches he was WWF champion. He wrestled there. That was the side of Hogan WWE didn't want.
LGC. And when he wrestled the Great Muta.
Yes, when he wrestled Muta, when he wrestled Stan Hansen, when he fought all them boys, when he was teaming up with Vader and all them boys, he was wrestling down there.
It was good.
And he was good. Just like when he give that example, when he wrestled Bret Hart in 90, I think was it 98? When was it 98? When he wrestled Bret Hart 1-on-1, around the time when the Warrior came.
Yeah.
He wrestled Bret Hart 1-on-1. He actually wrestled Bret Hart.
Yeah. Why would they didn't want to show people that version of Hogan? Why do you think that?
That's easy, because he was a big dude. They didn't want the big dudes. They didn't want the big dudes, the 300-pounders, to wrestle. They didn't want that. They want them just to be big and basic. Cause name one big dude you knew that they actually allowed to wrestle.
Yeah, that's true.
You went to Japan, they let you do more. You really found out how good somebody was.
When you went to Japan.
I mean, look when Stan Hansen went down there. Yeah, he was beating everybody up, but we saw how good he was. Look when Terry Gordy went down there. When Scott Norton went down there.
Yeah.
But pretty much all the NWO, all American NWO went down there. When NWO Sting went down there.
Went down there, yeah. And the Steiner brothers really showed out.
Steiner brothers went down there. When Sting and all them went down there.
Yeah.
You got to see a different side of them.
So fans, please watch those tapes. Especially new fans. Y'all talk about Hogan K. Russell. Okay, watch this stuff in Japan.
There's a DVD out called Hulk Hogan Ichiban.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a bunch of matches with him in Japan. Watch it. And you'll see that side.
Right.
I said, what are your thoughts on TNA having talks with Tessa Blanchard?
I think pretty much that's the only company that's going to talk to him. So, I mean, that's fine. You know, if you're going to, just add the more women, the merrier, You'll have new rivalries, new feuds, and whatever.
You got to think about this. They're under new management.
Yes, under new management. Correct.
It's under new management. Time has passed. She made up with La Rosa Negra. They made up. They reconciled that. I saw the picture they took together.
Right.
So that part's over. I mean, she's been in Japan. She's been in Mexico, competing in a new relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, bring her back, because to be honest with you, John Grace need a strong rival.
Yeah.
Because he's beating everybody. Because if you bring her back, she gonna win the Knockouts title.
Right. I wouldn't mind seeing her, go against Ash by Elgis. So, which I think right now she's having a tremendous run.
Yeah.
Right now. You talk about a revival. Hey. Ain't nothing but up for her. I think that's pretty much her best run so far.
Yes. And they watching. You watching.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. What else we got? Chris Jericho.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. What are your thoughts on this learning tree and him winning the FTW championship?
They don't recognize. I don't see the point in him winning that belt. That's not recognized, so that's not a notch in his belt, So now this learning tree thing, this is just like what the Jericho Appreciation Society. So this is another group, just all over again. How many groups even had now?
Too many.
Yeah.
How many nicknames? I mean, I'm start calling you Brutus Bob the Beefcake. You coming out with all these names and gimmicks.
Yeah.
And now you got new music for the learning tree. Every gimmick you got, you get new music.
Right. I'm like, Jesus Christ. And then the first person was Big Bill out of everybody.
I was like, I thought you couldn't teach that. Big Bill?
Yes, so. Yeah. He talking about you can't teach that. What you said, then you go up to the learning tree. Somebody need to say that.
I'm like, you 7 feet tall, talking about you can't teach that. Apparently you can. That's why I'm not gonna lie, he need Enzo.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Enzo need to show up.
I'm like, Ricky Starks is cool with him, but he need Enzo.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Somebody get Enzo, yeah.
Now this is an interesting question. Do you think Swerve got disrespected on Dynamite, opening the show, not being able to speak on his, not being able to speak, and not main event?
Yeah, because that was a big deal, him winning that title. So it was only fitting for him to talk about it. This big celebration with Nana, called him out, whose house is and Swerve house and all that.
Right.
Yeah, he should have said something. But hopefully that was just, an aberration.
I'm like, they gave Willow Nightingale a speech.
They gave her more, yeah.
And she went.
Because all they doing is just rerunning their feud in New Japan. That's all. Just with a new title.
And she went to Chuck E. Cheese like she said.
That was funny. Yeah. It had little Stokely in the middle of it. They were jumping in the air, little Stokely right there in the middle.
Now we got to actually, because this is a two-parter, because this was on a question. Is Willow a transitional champion, and will Chris Statlander be the reason why?
Yep. I mean, it's obvious. You know, Chris ain't the champion no more. You know, that Willow, she all happy for him. No, you know it always end bad like that.
Yep.
So yeah, she gonna be the one that costs him, and Mercedes gonna get the belt. Just because she gonna cost her the title.
Now,
so yeah,
I gotta say this. I like Mercedes.
I do too.
But she getting a little too annoying on the interruptions. I think that's getting a little old.
That's more heelish. That's more heelish what she doing. All these interruptions, you know, stealing spotlights and stuff. That's a little bit more heelish. Everybody chants CEO, but she acting like a heel.
I had to explain that. I know we talked about it before. I had to explain that to somebody. Like, why she call herself the CEO. I'm like, what does she call herself in WWE?
The boss.
She can't call us. And what is a CEO? A boss.
Mm-hmm.
She can't call herself the boss. So what's the next best thing?
The CEO. Yep.
I might go to school, people. I might pick up a book or something. Let's see.
Right.
This is interesting. Has the table spot gotten played out?
Oh, you know it has, man. Come on. It always has been played out. I mean, yeah.
The table spot. Shout out to the Wild Cards, Jay Spade, for showing Fly Death that, yeah, you can put my man through a table, but you can't keep him down. If you saw the video on my personal page, yeah, they put him through a table, so the receipt's coming. So I hope June 1st at the Wildcat show, they get Slime Season get their tag team title rematch based off that.
And that's by you.
Say what?
Oh, you telling them that. I'm saying you telling them that.
That's by me. I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's by you.
The receipt coming.
Shoot, they all the next letters deal. Let us Slime said.
That receipt coming. I'm like, I don't care if you are Booker T boys.
Yeah.
Fly Brother and Zach Zilla.
Yeah, you ain't gonna hurt my cousin no more.
Y'all gonna put people through tables. I hope it's a table match.
Yeah.
Send y'all to get y'all back in y'all car, hop on I-10, drive them 4 hours back to Houston, and tell Booker, can you dig this?
Dig this, right? Why not?
Let's see. Well, do we got any more? No, we do. Thoughts on the sensational Sherry, Dark Side of the Ring?
Yeah, man, that broke my heart, man. She's one of my favorites.
Yeah, I thought that it was that I didn't know the issue with the son. I didn't even know that went on. So that kind of was a surprise.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see what's going on with her son.
Yeah.
But it was depressing.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing I will say about Dark Side of the Ring, they don't hold. I know they only can say so much in an hour, but they let us know stuff. We find out a lot.
And especially the one with Gentleman Chris Adams. I saw that one.
Now that one, I saw a documentary about him that pretty much told a lot of that. The only part I didn't know was the end as to how he died.
Yeah, he got shot. He was drunk
by the guy he was staying with. See, that part I didn't know. Like Jordan, before that, a lot of that I knew. Like I said, they had a documentary about him. They talked about like a lot, like Dynamite, like a lot of the European wrestlers.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, a lot of that I was familiar with, except that last part.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else we got? Do you agree with WWE calling John Cena the GOAT?
Yes, I have a very. They said Vince called him that. Yeah, I got a problem with that. I mean, he's one of the greats. We can't deny that. He's a future Hall of Famer. There's no denying that. But not no GOAT. Come on.
Okay. Let me ask you this. When it comes to WWE, who is the GOAT?
Now, it depends on what your version of a GOAT is, like criteria-wise, like longevity,
Okay.
impact.
I'm glad you asked. My definition of GOAT is, like you said, longevity. You know, what you've done in the ring and out the ring.
And your impact on the business.
Yeah, your impact on the business. I mean, the championships, if that's the case, that if we talk about championships, if that's the case, 'cause a lot of people say Shawn Michaels the GOAT. Shawn Michaels didn't win a lot of championships. He was
right, they consider him the GOAT as a great performer.
He was winning championships when they won. When he became Grand Slam champion, there weren't that many titles.
Right.
But they consider him one. They consider him one of the greats. And you're right. He considered him great when it comes to in-ring performance, because we already know what he did on the outside.
Yeah, right.
Once upon
that was well documented. Yeah. Yeah.
So, you know,
I guess to be honest,
so that's subjective.
Yeah, I think it's a personal preference. Who they think. Like for me, I think Hogan is, to me. The way he impacted, man, look, in the 80s, the 80s, the 90s, I'm talking with the NWO, all this stuff, the 90s, all this stuff Hogan with, I thought, to me, Hogan is. You know, some people make things different. Like, some people.
We just talking about straight WWE.
Yeah.
So you say Hogan in WWE is the greatest of all time.
Right, to me.
I mean, that's a strong argument.
I mean, the 80 boom,
because you got, like you said, Hogan set the tone.
Yeah.
Because Hulkamania was big.
Yeah.
And then when we jump into the 90s, Bret Hart, when Bret Hart got hot.
Right.
He had his era.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, that Austin era.
Yeah, some people think Austin is. But I told people this year, he didn't get hot till he became Stone Cold.
Right.
He didn't get hot when he was Sonny Steve. Not yet. I'm talking about Sonny Steve before Brian Pillman. Right.
He was good. He was
good, right.
Good as Sonny Steve.
Yeah.
But when 96 rolled around.
Right.
And
the match with Greg Stone Cold match, that changed everything. Yeah.
When he won
King of the Ring. Yeah, King of the Ring. Yeah.
That's when he set a tone.
Right.
Like when Rock became Rock.
Yeah, he didn't become hot until he went with the Nation.
So,
when he went with the Nation.
So, like I said, it's all just based on the period that you know.
Mm-hmm.
You see, like we grew up, like I said, like I said, when Hogan beat Sheik, we were little.
Yeah, we were little. Yeah,
like 4 or 5 years old.
4. Mm-hmm. I was really young. I was about 4. Yeah, we were about 4 or 5. Yeah,
we were about 4 or 5. That was when that happened.
Mm-hmm.
But we still knew. We didn't understand it, but we followed it.
Yeah.
But when we clicked on the TV, we saw Hogan when he started making movies. When you had action figures.
Yeah.
Most of what you saw was Hogan.
Mm-hmm.
So when you look at it from an impact point of view, I mean you can't argue. You can't argue. Hogan probably was the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
Because when he left, it felt different.
It did. Even his comeback in 2002, you know, that had impact. People don't know that. When he did the Voodoo Child thing and all
The
that,
Voodoo, and he won the title.
he won the title. Rekindled the feud with the Undertaker, but he was Big Evil then.
Yep. After he took off the NWO colors.
Took the NWO colors off, feuded with Triple H and
Vince McMahon.
and Undertaker and Vince McMahon and Taker. Yeah.
I said he tapped out to Kurt Angle.
Tapped out to Kurt Angle. Brock Lesnar pretty much made him bleed.
Yeah, he
Brock beat the brakes off Hogan. Yeah.
And he was supposed to beat Brock.
Yeah.
And that's saying a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Cause we know Hogan one of them type he wasn't one of them type to just job the people.
Right, because just like everybody was surprised about the thing him and Sting did at Starrcade. You know, stuff like that. And when they reformed the NWO, like you said, he tapped out to Kurt Angle when he took the colors off. Brock Lesnar, you know, when he had him in the bear hug and Hogan was bleeding out the mouth, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, and did the Mr. America thing. People forgot about that.
Yeah.
And that had some funny moments too.
Yes.
I know that's you, Hogan. I know that's you. You know. So, yeah.
Yeah, that definitely a topic we might need to tap into.
Yeah.
Who is the greatest and why? Look at attributes, look at what they did once upon a time. Then we have to look into that. But that's another time, a whole nother show, because we about to get up out of here. Gonna finish watching this NFL draft.
Yeah.
But this weekend, let's see. Saturday I'll be at the Memphis Redbirds game. Sunday gonna check out the Showboats. That's pretty much what I got. What you got going on? That's pretty much what I got on my agenda.
Oh man, well really, I was going to watch the but not because I didn't get a chance to see it. Watch the Haley Garcia fight.
Oh yeah.
I didn't get a chance to see all of it. I saw just a snippet of it, and yeah, man. And from what I'm hearing, Devin just got destroyed.
Yeah, I want to. Watch that fight and we'll talk about it. That's what I'm gonna do. Because I saw it, I managed to catch it. Soon as when I got to my hotel, it was just getting ready to start. Yeah, I watched that fight. I got some thoughts on that. So you watch that fight. And
yeah,
we'll talk about it, and you'll see what I mean.
Yeah.
When I give you my input.
Mm-hmm.
But in the meantime, y'all do what y'all always do. Y'all continue to support Basketball Man TV right here on YouTube and all other social media platforms. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you tell your friends, friends. Keep supporting us like you always do. And with that said, y'all enjoy y'all weekend. We are out of here.
Peace.